Today, I'm going to be trying to get this 65cc two-stroke engine to run out of a wood piston. That sounds stupid, and it sounds like it won't work, but I've seen it work, and I would like to try it. So this thing runs fine. I mean, it doesn't run the greatest, but I mean, what do you expect? We're going to tear it apart. I know it runs. I'll pop some clips of it running. Yeah, we're gonna see if it'll work. So let's tear this one apart. It's just 2 8s or 2 10s and 2 8s, I don't know, but we're gonna tear the head off, tear the piston out, size it up, get all the measurements for it, take it off, hopefully put the wood one on there, and we'll have to put the rings from this one on there. I don't know if it's 2 or 1 ring. I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's 2. Whittle this one down to size, and I know it's a lot bigger. Look at the size of it. This is only 65, so let's get to her. It's in great shape. We're going to attempt to make that out of that, which, good thing I cut a bigger piece of wood, because that bottom is really cracked and we can't have that. The top's also cracked, so I'm going to try to take from the middle. I'm going to get the measurements for this quick and then go from there. I have the rough idea of all my measurements I think I need, but if I have another one, I'll measure it and write it down quick. But yeah, let's get on to ripping into this wood and making a piston. The way I came up with this idea is I seen a post on Facebook of somebody tearing into a moped that they bought that was running, but not running well. It had a wooden piston in it, and I figured, you know what, if it can run with a wooden piston, I'm gonna make this thing run with a wooden piston. So I'm about a half hour in. That's the basic shape. That's this depth right there, but it's kind of hard to get to this side, and I don't really want to cut this side off because I like to have something to hold where my fingers are out of the way. I did already cut my thumb, which, I mean, obviously I'm going to eventually. So yeah, that's the size. I just basically got it roughed out just about, and yeah, gonna keep chugging away. So it's been like an hour and a half. It's down to size. Well, just about. See the circle? I left a little bit so I can sand it because this is quite rough. So I'm gonna sand it down to its full size and have to go into that line a little bit, which is because I traced it, you know? And so I gotta go into that line a little bit. So it is quite a bit bigger still. This will be the top half. Yeah, I just figured it doesn't have that knot. Then I gotta cut out and hollow out all the way up to the pin. All right, holy smokes, that took forever to get this thing down to size, but she's a little loose in there. But that was the easy part. Not much play. Without a wood lathe, it's not gonna get perfect. I'm gonna sand it a little more, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. Once the rings are in there, like, there's not horribly a lot of gaps, so that is mental. Before I get drilling, I'm going to take my sizes here and I'm going to go to number 6, which I had to add a little later because I realized I didn't have it. That is the height from the top of this hole to the top of the piston. We'll measure that into this and then draw it in. Draw everything that I need to draw before I start just drilling away. Okay, I got the hole drilled. Same height. All measured out. Okay, I got one hole, like dead down the center. Okay, so I've drilled out a lot with the drill bit and been pulling some stuff out, but still not as hollow as I would like it. So I'm gonna go in there with the Dremel and see if I can't just clean it up a little bit, make it look a little nicer. Maybe I can hollow them out with the Dremel. Marked out the skirts so I can start dremeling them out and making sure that it looks like a piston. Shaping up damn good with the Dremel. A little rough, but I can get some sandpaper in there and clean it up. Still some at the top there, but yeah, the connecting rod should move around in there. I might have to make it a little thinner. I just wanted to keep it thicker so it could have some bulk. All right, I've been messing with this thing for quite a while, making sure she's dialed. Had to hollow these holes out a little bit to make sure that this thing would fit tight, and it does. So I'm going to see if it'll actually crank over and if I need to make the skirt skinnier, which I might have to do because it doesn't move the greatest on there. Oh, don't break it. See if it... Oh boy, it should work. Oh boy. I thought this had more movement in it, but it doesn't. So that's good, that's excellent. And I've got some new measurements here. Just a couple of the ring sizes. And then this should work and we should get to firing this thing today if it fires. I don't know if this will run or if it won't run, but we're gonna try one piston ring, and we're gonna see. Wooden piston, will it run in this 2-stroke 65cc engine? If it has compression. No. You know what? It's got some. I'm still gonna try it because I've come this far. I might as well. You're drinking. To prove to everybody that the piston is not in there, this is a wood piston that's in there. This is the original piston with the one ring. Let's see. Let's see if this thing will fire off of a wood piston. Yeah. I wonder why it doesn't have any compression. Okay. But I bet you the wood is absorbing the fuel and it's just soaking in there. Gas down the cylinder, wood piston, that's number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, if you try to make a wood piston, I don't think it'll work. I think if you actually had a wood lathe, that would probably be better instead of like a knife and some perseverance. So this obviously didn't work. Pretty upsetting, but I mean, I made a wood piston, so not too mad. Stay tuned. Put some ideas in the comments for what you want to see next, and maybe some ideas for how I could improve this. Hope you guys enjoyed the video at least, and see you guys in the next one. Little blooper in the episode. This is the end. Look at the gap. There's no wonder it didn't work, but there's only that much for the ring. I don't know, man. I just know it's pretty cool. Now, after editing this, I'm looking at this piston and I forgot to make the bow shape on the top. You can see how all the pistons have like a dome shape on the top of them, some less than others, but that one had a pretty gnarly dome on top of it and I didn't dome it, and I think that's why it didn't have any compression.